The use of social media by the public as a source of news is presently on the rise, and this poses a great danger to the world of truthful and factual reporting.
What I need to do.
A survey by the Media Council of Kenya puts Facebook first and WhatsApp second as a source of news dissemination.
Looking for quality, not quantity. And many of you will tell me there are people who have listened to a radio for more than 4 hours. Then you reflect, so what did I hear all those 4 hours? Nothing really. There's a lot of struggle to fill a lot of airtime and no deep content. Kenyans appreciate a few hours. So
when there is a story about a certain person or element having done something, I think it's always very important to get their side of the story, so that as the report is going out, clearly there is balanced reporting, having had both sides of the story. Just like even in a court of law, you are always given an opportunity to defend yourself.
Social media as a tool of news has led to widespread of fake news, and due to this, media practitioners have been challenged to always counter-check for facts as a way of ensuring responsible journalism. Stakeholders urge the use of technology to aid fact-checking.
As times changes, as technology changes, then we also need to change the way we do things so that we are in tandem and we move along with the trend as technology is also changing.
Media in Kenya have been accused of fueling divisions and conflicts, especially during elections, and the essential of impartial reporting cannot be overstated. However, threats to media by governments and other forces still remains a threat to democracy. According to the Committee to Protect Journalists, CPJ, since 1992, over 1,340 journalists have been killed for their work worldwide. Many others continue to suffer in the hands of authorities. The recent case being in Uganda, where several journalists have been arrested and brutalized for covering Bobi Wine, a fierce critique of the government. This year's World Press Freedom Day is being held for the first time in Ethiopia, a country that had been infamous for jailing journalists until new Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed assumed power in April 2018. His government set several dozen reporters free. However, Kenya is no exception, as police have roughed up journalists in a number of occasions.
Impunity to us may mean failing to reform police practices, which enable and encourage mistreatment of journalists. So how many of us would remember in Siaya a group of journalists being battered by rapid response AP officers? How many of us would remember Galana Kulalu, journalists pointing out that there were officers who are charging pastoralists some money for them to herd in that irrigation scheme. And whenever they failed, they confiscated their animals. And journalists who went to do that were battered on camera.
Experts advise that democracy cannot be attained without free press, and therefore the need for the government to create a conducive ecosystem for media to thrive. Giverson Minor, Switch TV.
Democracy.